This list sucks. This list sucks. This list sucks. This list sucks. It sucks.
That was like a non-audio juke that you did there.
Yeah. Welcome back to This List Sucks. I'm JB.
I'm Mike.
We have a special guest in the house tonight.
In the house. Say hi, Jen.
Hello, hello. Happy
Jen
to be
sucks.
back.
Yes, she's back. She's back to visit with us because, as we mentioned last week at the close of the show, we have another entry from Green Day, and we had so much fun rapping with Green Day. And we also know that Jen has so many more stories now to bring us from Green Day world. That,
Fresh stories.
Yes, fresh
Yes.
stories hot off the Green Day aficionado presses.
Indeed.
So Jen's back. And
Thanks for being here, Jen.
So it's been we've done this like a couple of shows in a row where we've taken extended breaks.
Yeah.
We apologize.
We are very, very sorry.
Life happens.
Yeah,
Life does get in the way.
I mean, we're not trying
things.
to intentionally shirk any duties here.
No. It's just been a series of conflicts. But maybe we're past them. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows what else is going to pop up?
We're gonna hope for the best.
I foresee maybe that we'll have a regularly scheduled episode next week.
I mean,
Unless you're about to say something that's going to throw that off.
no, absolutely not.
Well,
Absolutely
the
not.
last time I was on, you were talking about somebody who was very upset that you changed the date and he didn't have anything to listen to at work the next day. Do you remember
Yeah.
that? So
Yes.
really upset him now.
I've received similar complaints this week, actually. Yeah.
Have you more?
Yeah, for sure.
Jeez, we're so sorry. So sorry.
Oh,
We're so sorry, working people of America.
The people want their show.
I
And
know.
we need to give it to them.
Working Americans that are fortunate enough to listen to podcasts during their jobs. We're
All
so sorry.
37 working
All-
Americans. They really, really want to hear the show.
I have been looking for new music, and
There's not
there
been
is
a whole lot.
fucking nothing to be had.
Yeah, because I was
There's a
looking today
dearth
too.
of new music right now.
Yeah. There's been like one. Go ahead, Jim.
There's a new Spoon album coming. It's not released. If you like them, I like them a lot, and it's pretty good.
I like Old Spoon.
Yeah.
I haven't been super impressed with, I'm going to say, their last 3 records.
Okay. Yeah. There's a new one. It's called Lucifer on the Sofa. And then I also downloaded Dawn FM, and I thought that was pretty brilliant. The Weekend.
There's Oh yeah,
The Weekend. I fucking love
yeah.
The
That was a couple
Weeknd.
weeks ago. A brand new
Oh,
Weekend
okay.
LP,
So
right?
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like listening to the radio, and it's got all these weird. And then there's a song all about his mother or something. It's cool.
There's a couple things of note coming this week. There's a new Animal Collective album, the first one in 6 years. I'm not like particularly.
I like
people are.
Anko.
Yeah, and then there's a new Brent Cobb album, who's like a country guy, and he's kind of newer, but a lot of people are really into him. And he's coming out with something new this weekend. But in terms of lately, yeah, not a lot of new things of note. I'm just looking through the recent releases, and nothing is really sticking out. There was a new Bonobo record. You know Bonobo, right?
Yeah, I've listened to him a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't
Trip
say that
hop
I'm
kinda
super.
thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm super familiar with it, but I've listened to it a little bit.
And then there was a new Elvis Costello, but I didn't listen to that.
Yeah,
Not particularly ready to jump on that one, but
I mean, yeah, not really.
It's
I
just
will-
kinda big
I will-
music. Sorry.
No,
go ahead.
You're good. Go ahead.
I was just saying it doesn't feel like I don't have any shows this time of year. You know, there's nothing. It's kind of slow time of year. I feel like music maybe and crazy.
Not so much for us. Like that.
No.
There's been 2 things that have kind of kept me through the dearth of new music, and that is that I've had wonderful vinyl finds over the course of the past couple weeks.
you have.
Oh.
And JB and I just went to a local Munyon show that was a lot of fun at the tail
Yeah.
end of last week. And we also have Marcus King Band is getting ready to come to Des Moines, the Woolies.
Well, there you
Yes.
go.
Oh, you fucking motherfucking!
I won't be there
fuck,
for
fuck.
undisclosed reasons, but you will
God,
be there,
Fuck.
and I will
God.
receive video of the show. I hope from some of you.
Fuck. God. Fuck. I can't say any more. Like Jen, we'll have to take this on. Like, I'll tell you all about this, but
Okay.
we'll just leave it at fuck.
Yes.
And you've lost, my mother as your audience now.
Yeah, she's officially signed
I'm
off.
so sorry.
Did she have like a quota?
I'm kidding. No, last time she was like, I don't know, there's a lot of bad words.
Yeah, if she had
I'm so sorry.
if she had a
I'm so sorry.
if she had
It's
a quota
okay.
a quota of fucks she could accept, Mike just
I
surpassed
know.
that
I'm
quota.
pretty sure that I probably just blew right through it. I promise. I won't use that one anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck with that.
I promise.
I mean, it does what it needs to do. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I am super I did kind of find some new music on vinyl though when I went to the record store this past weekend. I found a country gal on Oh Boy Records, and
Nice.
Mars likes to carry a bunch of Oh Boy stuff.
What is it?
Emily Scott Robinson is what I want to say is what it is, but I could just be making up a name by throwing together three names.
Three other names. Yeah. I mean, it sounds convincing.
It fuck, it is Emily Scott.
You got it. You got
Yes,
it.
I
Yeah.
did it.
Good job, buddy.
The name of the record is called American Siren, and I'd never heard it before. The folks at Mars were nice enough to open it up and spin it while I picked through the rest of the records, which was
Wow.
fun. And it was really cool because it was very reminiscent of Casey Musgraves. A little bit raw, like a little lighter on the production.
Yep.
But I'm in.
Not as many resources yet, but
No, not yet.
maybe headed that direction. So.
Yeah. But really like well-written songs and good stuff. I got Master of Puppets on that same visit.
You got Master of Puppets on vinyl?
I
I'm
did get
jealous.
Master of Puppets on vinyl. That's the day that I picked up Surfer Rosa from the Pixies.
Very exciting.
Uh,
We have more Pixies coming up soonish.
I also picked up Nonagon Infinity from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Are you
Which one
familiar
is
with that
that?
record?
I mean, I'm sure, but I can't remember many of the names of their albums.
Okay,
that I've
so
listened to.
I haven't spun this vinyl yet, but I'm super excited too because this is the record that if you have it on digital and you put the entire album on repeat, never know when it starts and ends.
Right, because it just seamlessly goes from the end of the last song into the beginning of the first song.
Every track is a jam into the next track, but then the end of the very last song is the beginning of the very first song.
Yeah.
So if you put it on repeat, it'll just be an endless loop.
So it's
So-
like DCL code of "Bet You Never Go Alfine." Something
Yes,
Indeed.
yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. Now, what I'm hoping they did on the vinyl was what the Beatles did with the White Album, right? So Revolution number 9, the very end of number 9, number 9, that's embedded so that the needle will never
never get
skip
off of that.
beyond that groove.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see if that's what Giz did at the end of either of these records.
Yeah.
I want there to be like some.
You have to think they would have done something like that.
I want there to be some fun vinyl play because of what they did sonically with the album. But again, I haven't spun it yet because that is not really a wife friendly album.
Jen doesn't like King Giz?
That's one that if I put on, I'm fairly certain my wife would say something to the effect of, "What the hell is this?"
At least it's not bluegrass, but what the hell is this?
Or it's going to be turn this shit off. It's one of the two.
One of those two.
And they both mean the same thing.
They both mean turn it off
They
right
both
now.
mean turn this shit off right now. So but that's all right. I'll get to it probably this weekend sometime.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. Well, you have to let us know.
I will. And then before that, I got a bunch of used stuff from California. When I was out in California, I found or not California, I was in
Portland, right?
Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was up in Portland, found a cool vinyl shop. I got Grateful Dead Shakedown Street.
Yep.
A vintage copy
OG
of Shakedown
copy.
Street. I got Elton John's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2 on vinyl, and that was released in like the late 70s. So that's got kind of everything you want to hear from Elton John.
I'm pretty sure I have one of those. I don't know if it's volume 1 or volume 2.
I also that's the shop that I found the Minutemen double nickels on the dime on vinyl.
Yes. From a few episodes
Super.
back. Actually, it's been a little while now, but
Yeah, it was probably 4 or 5 episodes back. I want to say that was like 265, 270, something around there.
yeah.
And it wasn't like a knock my socks off type of album. It grew on me the more I listened to
It
it.
really did. It grew on both of us. How many discs is that?
So it's 2 LPs. But
Both
the
sides.
fact that they've never repressed that, is what made me really buy it. And
Yeah.
that was kind of like I've done very few like bizarre, almost like just boorish record collector type of things in my adventures collecting records.
That's one of them.
That's definitely fucking.
Was it
one of them.
expensive? Since they only,
It was $100,
yeah, I mean that's not too bad.
but
I bet
it's
it'll
in
only go up.
fucking really, really good condition too.
Yeah,
Like the
saw a
gatefold, the
photo of
whole thing is in super great condition.
nice,
Yeah, wonderful.
good find, good find.
And then I found 3 or 4 other things, which I found Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Hello. I found Sweethearts of the Rodeo from the Birds.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my first vinyl. Remember talking about that?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes. I remember you telling me that. So that was fun to find that. And I found a couple of others. I wound up getting like 7 or 8 records at that shop.
Nice.
It was a good little find. It was a treasure trove.
That is awesome. Yeah.
So
I haven't got a lot of new ones lately. I got Adele, the new Adele record, but I'm not
30.
sure if I mentioned that already on the last episode.
I don't think
I did. So yeah,
I picked that up too. That's
You
a
got that
really
one
good
too?
record.
yeah.
yeah.
I got it for Katie actually for Christmas.
Mm.
But yeah, I haven't stopped in a little while, which means I'm due for a stop and a huge order
Overdue for a
sometime soon.
giant order.
Yes, indeed. I'm thinking so.
Just let it build up in you.
Yeah. Yep. Just unleash the beast. I'll have one of everything. This is a good week though.
It is a good week.
Good week of albums.
Yeah. Like I was excited about it. I mean, we were both excited about coming into it just because we knew that American Idiot, and we had kind of previewed American Idiot enough. But a lot of the other stuff from this week, I was pretty familiar with. What was it? I was familiar with LL Cool J, and I wasn't super familiar with Sade, but I really the songs that I recognized on Love Device like were instantly recognizable.
So were there ones you did recognize?
Yeah, Ordinary Love.
Ordinary Love.
Everybody knows Ordinary Love.
Yeah. I think I knew it. A couple
Mine
of
was
those faintly familiar.
Which one did you recognize, Jen, from Sade?
well, now I can't find my phone. It's not Love Device. No, it's shoot. 2 seconds, and I will tell you. It is Kiss of Life.
Kiss of Life.
Oh.
I did like
I was,
that
yeah,
one.
I love that
know
song.
that one really well.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun one to talk about.
It will. But should we start at the top of the
Let's
list?
dive in. Yep. And we do have Rex Todd's thoughts today, and an additional email from Rex that'll be exciting to read about because he has sent us his top 5 discoveries thus far on the list.
Nice.
So
He
that-
did it.
yeah.
He compiled it.
Actually, he has 2 lists in there. He has
That's awesome.
top 5 best album discoveries and then top 5 biggest surprises.
Ooh. Let's save those for the end.
Yeah, we're gonna do that at the very end.
That's a fun
Exactly.
reveal.
Yeah.
That's a super fun reveal. Okay. I'll start off this week
Go for it.
because this record shocked the hell out of me. Okay, so at the top of the list this week, we're starting off with the first record of the top half of this shit-tastic list. Coming in at number 250 from 1979, the Buzzcocks compilation released Singles Going Steady. Rolling Stone says some punks wanted to smash the state. The Buzzcocks just wanted to find someone to love, and if you didn't return their intense affection, watch out. Check the jilted tantrum, oh shit. Singles collects 8 British 45s into a perfect punk album. This Manchester group took the sound of the Ramones and made it jittery and even faster. Songs such as Everybody's Happy Nowadays define a world of permanently frustrated punk desire. This album ripped, dude.
It does. It's very, very good. And I know we're going to kind of say the same thing. You've told me several times throughout the week that the way you feel about this, it kind of was the beginning of pop punk, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I feel like maybe Rolling Stone is saying when they say it takes the sound of the Ramones and made it jittery, except for the even faster, but it makes it poppier.
It does. I think that the musicianship with the Buzzcocks is so much better than the Ramones.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just the production quality. Like, quality is just so terrible. But Joey Ramone's vocals they're fun. They're really punk in that they're so bizarre. But this guy at the Buzzcocks, like, this guy can sing. He's like a real good singer.
He can. He has a pretty specific tonality to his voice too, though. Yeah.
I only listened to this once because I put it on and I did have a Genevieve moment as I put it on this. And I think it's because partly because I was in the car with my daughter and he's like orgasm addict. I'm like, whoa. So what's an orgasm? So anyway, that did not happen, thankfully. So I actually skipped that and then I went to the next song when I got home. And I will say I didn't hear any of those things because I had it on in the background, but I got to the end. I'm like, that was it. And for me to say that was it, I wanted, but it wasn't just that was it. I wanted to hear more. I wasn't done. So that to me, it spoke to me in a way. I would say. It's because he starts off like yelling at you. I'm like, Jesus, like, yeah. I went to. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, totally. Oh, I love that. Hmm. Today, there's so much fun today. Really? So, what distinguishes this from the others? Maybe that's the question we should ask. Mhm. It's an influencer. Really? Hmm. You too. I am good. No, I mean, it is very fun to say. No idea. Oh, geez. Yeah, I have a lot of memories with this one because I lived through it. But that song, what they were saying about the sticking power, the greatest level, that was a major hit. Like, I mean, there were skits like in the talent show, like lip syncing. I mean, it was a big one. So I do remember that one. And again, it was a big one, but it also just gives me this weird, like, I gotta say, little elevator waiting vibes now. Like, I almost feel like now it's not as easy to listen to as it was then. Some of the songs. Oh, 'cause that's exactly what that is. Mhm. It's the prom, it's like, yeah, yeah. Mhm. But you should love yourself. Okay. No, again, like, you agree with me. It's just you're like, oh, do I have to, it's a little much to take. Yeah. You should. You should. You're good enough. You're smart enough. Gosh darn it. People like you. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Jazzercise. is. Mhm. Let's hear it. You listened to the wrong album? I mean, you could make the same problem with Adele if you got the wrong number. That's amazing. The sequel. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, it's the one where she's got the fun hair, the perm. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So emotional. That's a good one. Oh. Yeah. Hmm. Mhm. I would say that's fair. Okay. Oh. Oh. American Idol guy, right? Hmm. But how does that count, right? Like you're not a leading artist, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. Really? Wow. Wow. Poor thing. Poor thing. Overdose. And I mean, she was married to that. He's not a nice person from, oh, when did he die? How, what? Huh. Right. Right. It was a very sad, sad family. I mean, aren't they the original Bay and Jay Z? It was his prerogative. Okay, I'm sorry. Mm, no, maybe pills or something. I mean, drug induced. Sad. She's the pipes. Hmm. Right, right. I would say so. That's the European cover. Oh gosh. Mm. Oh, um, this one, I agree. I think it is their best album, but it's not just an album. I mean, it's a rock opera because this thing went live. Like it came to life literally in the form of a musical. And it just, I was telling you, I was brought to tears like listening to it sometimes. And like when I see them, I don't, which is weird because I'm not a punk, but I did, but I did grow up in that generation. And we always think like, well, what is this generation going to be upset about? And, we had stuff, we were that the latchkey kids and this, the two working parents. I mean, we had some stuff, and so it's so relatable. And maybe that's why I don't know. I mean, I like everything about them. But this particular album, I mean, everything. I remember when it came out, and I was living in Monterey, going to grad school, and I had just been like I was going through. I'd been diagnosed with cancer, and I was going through treatments. But like I remember driving around in the car, like listening to it, and so I think about that, and then I think about it just went mainstream, or not mainstream, international. This is what really launched them, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah. And yeah, and it's a statement. It's everything about it is so it's so relevant, it's so impactful and then real. I just everything about it. And uh, mhm. So it was this year. It was the year of this reelection. Like I was driving around listening to that like holiday and then I'm going to vote and yeah, very political. Mhm, mhm. Uh, yeah, yes and no. Yeah. Like Boulevard of Broken Dreams is that hopeless feeling like here we are, it's broken and give me Novocaine. I don't want to feel anything. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. Well, that election felt so ugh, like yeah, and there wasn't a great alternative, and it was still, and it just yeah. Mhm, mhm. To life. Same. Mhm. Yeah. And so you guys haven't seen the show, right? Yeah. Right. So it actually premiered in Berkeley at the Berkeley Rep, and I got to go, and then that cast ended up on Broadway. But it coming to life was, I've seen it twice now, and it's just magical because they do tell this story, and it's these three guys and their buddies, and like one goes off to war, one, and so that's there's a couple songs, and they sprinkle in some of 21st Century Breakdown into that musical. But it's like these three friends. One gets a girl pregnant and has to stay in the home and raise this kid, and then the one goes to war, and then one goes off to the city. And Saint Jimmy's kind of like his alter ego in the. And so it's like this crazy, Saint Jimmy, and he's the drugs and the sex and the fun and going out in the city, you know, because it's like wandering in the boulevard, and he's sad and sees the girl, and then he meets the girl, and then Saint Jimmy comes out, and at the end, that line about St. Jimmy, he blew his brains out. He's kind of like, this isn't working for me, this life. And he shoots out St. Jimmy and ends up back home, that whole coming home song. And yeah, and he's like, ugh, I'm back in this dumb town, and I'm at this boring job, and this is where it really all ended. And then the girl at the end, what's her name? Yeah, it's kinda like, "Oh, yeah, you were just," and it's really sad. It's a depressing story, but the energy of the music and everything, I came out invigorated all the same. But I did cry a couple times, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, yeah, they were major producers. I don't know about the story, but they definitely part of the music production piece of it. They did some live, like I saw a studio recording where of 21 Guns with the cast and Green Day together, and then they were on the Grammys together. And then um, Billy Joe was in it. Like he was on Broadway as Saint Jimmy for yeah, a couple weeks. You can go on YouTube and find it. It's amazing, amazing. Yeah, and that's what I like, because that they're so down to earth. Like they all got a matching tattoo, like Green Day and all the cast members. Like I just it's just neat, and so do you want me to tell the story real quick? Talking about how how down okay. No, 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 no. So and I'm gonna tell you the whole story because it's pretty hilarious. So there is this so it was a show at this bar in Oakland called the Golden Bull. And I saw the show, it was like a week later, and I bought the tickets. And full disclosure, because Green Day or Billy Joe Armstrong has some kind of ownership in the bar. And the band is called Prima Donna, and the lead singer is a touring guitar player with them. And then he plays with them. So I'm like, there's a chance, right? There's a chance. So so I'm, so I'm sitting there, Kevin Preston. No, 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 Kevin Preston. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. So I'm in there, and I love Oakland because we're walking up to the bar, and there's this like metal detector, and going to this place, and my friend, she's like, I'm like, no, it's not that place, and that was a different. It was a club, like some kind of club where you had to get checked out, and then there's our place, which is some bar. And I said, when I went out, I'm like, what's your in and out policy if I want to go outside? And she goes, you go out, you come in, like, she didn't want to stamp my hand. And then there's metal detectors. Yeah. It's the disparity of Oakland I just love. So I go into like so I'm sitting there with my friend when the first act is on. They're called the Vaccines with two X's, which I kind of thought was cool. And there's a guy ordering a drink, and I'm like, 100%, like black head to toe, had a mask on, Chuck Taylor's, and then I saw his eyes. I'm like, that's him. And so I'm like, how are we gonna play this, Jennifer? so I spent the whole night, like, I was in a great mood, and like at one point I had this whole incident, and I'm talking to some guy, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, you were in the band earlier? He's like, yeah, and here's some of our swag. I didn't even recognize him. And then the second band, they're called Dead Sound, and they're just a local Oakland band. Cool guys. I've seen them before, and I come out between sets, and I go up and I sing a lyric at one of the guys, and he goes, I'm sorry. I go, it's a lyric to your song. He goes, you know our song? And I said, I do. I've seen you guys. So talked to him for like 20 minutes. And then now the final band is playing, and Billy Joe's real close, like by the stage. And I'm like, okay. So I notice all these people keep walking past. I'm like, oh, there's a bathroom over there, and it says Earthlings. So I'm assuming that's all gender, right? It's Oakland. So I go in the bathroom right past him, and then all these men, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it said Earthlings. And someone goes, Earthquake. I said, no, the sign says Earthquake. So then I go in this, he goes, all are welcome in here. I said, wonderful. So I continue to talk to this poor guy trying to pee, and I'm in the stall, blah, blah, blah. And I come out, he's still trying to pee. I'm like, oh God, it really made him uncomfortable. So I leave. And so now picture there's a hallway, and it ends at the stage, and I see someone in there. I'm like, hey, thanks for the drink earlier. And then I see the guy come out. I'm like, oh, good, he made it. He peed. So I go out, and I'm standing next to him. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God. So he's right there. So I'm dancing. There's the guy from the bathroom, and there's the stage. And this arm comes out, and he's like at the, motioning at the guitar player. I'm like, oh, I noticed the tattoo. And then finally the song ends, and I turn, and he's not very tall. And I lean down, and I said, don't you love how we're in this place, and we might not even like any of these people, but right in this moment, we're all united in the music. And his eyes sparkle. They sparkle behind his mask, and he goes, totally. And that was it. That is all I said, because I figured that this guy was there 3.5 hours, no entourage. Like, I don't want to mess with them. I just wanted to have a moment. And I never thought I'd be cool. Yes. I didn't want a selfie. Maybe, right? I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe, but and it's not just something I've said that 1,000 times. I write about it. That exact feeling of being at a show. And but it was cool. Like, and I think he jammed with the band afterwards, but it was after one when we left anyway, and I would have felt bad about it, but I had a moment. Like, he looked in my eyes. It was so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, you know. I Well, you know what? Because literally, I'm talking to the guy next to him, and then somebody walks past and is like, "Hey!" And because I talked to everyone that night, so I might have just been some girl dancing, having a good time, talking to everybody around me. But that's cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah, no, and I don't want a selfie. It was dark. It was going to turn out horrible. No, just leave that. So, But yeah, so anyway, going back, but this song, because I took my kid to see them back in September or August, and they opened with American Idiot, which they've never done before, at least, not the shows I've been to. And that was cool to watch my kid even so into this music, so excited, and that particular song, and he was just jumping, jumping, jumping. But it's anyway, the feels. Hmm. Hmm. It froze right before he said anything. And he hasn't. Hmm. Yeah, because I've seen him 5 times. Nice. Wow. Right. They did. I saw them at the Greek for that tour, and they played, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 songs from all 3 of those albums, and never again. They've never played any of them again. Yeah, yeah. Except Jesus of Suburbia. But it's so incredible. That's another one where 100%. Mhm. It's that opening line, "Rage and love. I'm the son of rage and love." Oh, and what is it called when it sounds like he's almost singing through a tin can? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's almost like he's on the radio or yeah. Okay, okay, that's what it is. Because I mean, I like that where he's like that, "Dearly beloved, are you" Okay, okay. And I like hearing his vocals when he does that. Like, I love his yelling, and I love his tone. Could be. Should be. It does. Oh, I think it sounds happy. I do. It has a good driving beat. No. But it's one of those, right? Or it's like I was talking about how I found the full lyrics feed and I realize I'm bopping along to something depressing because it sound. I agree with you. It sounds, yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's how we started. Oh, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Mhm, mhm, mhm. From the swelling. I do too. So, can I tell you this or recommend that you listen to Extraordinary Girl, Letterbomb from the cast of American Idiot because they put women in those roles, and to have a woman sit up there and where have all the bastards gone? And I mean, just angry as it's really badass. You should. You should. Well, I have it on Apple Music, but I'm sure it's on Spotify. Yeah, the women, it adds a whole new twist. Yes, sorry. And I'm gonna go put the kids to bed. I'm sorry, but I'll pop back in. We graduated from 8th grade in 1991. Here, I have. You want to see our yearbook? It's right behind me. I was totally kidding. I don't look at the picture either. Okay, here we go. Mikey, we used to call him Dear Mikey. I don't know why. And he was like a head shorter than everybody. So, okay. Okay, this is the classic. Do you see? Okay, hang on. So there is Mikey, and here I am. I had a big crush on this guy, so I was pretending our clarinets were like telephones. Yes. Isn't that amazing? And he's just like chilling. He's like, I'm Mike, I play the bass. Oh, and then here, I'll screenshot this one for you as well. He's like, oh, he's right next to me. Off to the side, strangely off to the side. Oh, and there's Faria. Look at all our buddies. From the anyway, are we still on Green Day? Okay. Right. Mhm. I mean, I think it's far superior. I don't think it even compares. I think they're very different albums. I don't think you can compare them really. I think one is 100%. 100%. Like, and I think I've written about it even, but I made playlists, like all my playlists, or not, I'm sorry, not playlists, mixtapes. My mixtapes and mix CDs always had Dookie songs. He's like, what's that? Did he say, what's that? Oh. So I'm just messing with you, but I remember, yeah, definitely, it brings back all the memories from senior year of high school. Dookie does, but this one, it doesn't make me cry. Like, it doesn't evoke emotion in me. I'm sorry, I'm not. I admit it. This one, there's so much emotion in this album for me for whatever reason. Like, it's beautiful. The story, it's sad and it's beautiful. But anyway, okay. Okay. Hmm, hmm, right. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I see. And they play it. Dookie's almost overplayed for me. But at the same time, I say that I notice. I mean, they always close with Jesus is Suburbia, and that doesn't feel overplayed. So that's weird that I would say that. I don't know. Mm-mm, mm-mm. watermelon sugar. Right, right. I- Right. Yeah. But again, I, I cannot wait to hear what you think of the Broadway cast because there's a harmony in Boulevard, and it's like when he meets the woman, and then she harmonizes at the end, and then at the very, oh yeah, oh yeah, it wasn't what's her name. She was the rebel or the right. No, there's two women. But no, but anyway, so she ends up harmonizing at that "I walk the lonely road," and then there's that harmony in there with her, and then at the end, the whole cast, and it's like at the end, it just kind of dun 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 dun, but the cast is like and it just continues, and oh, it's very powerful. I like that one almost just as much as the original sometimes. Um, Yeah, 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 but that's when the cast starts singing. But it's more of an it's like na na, it's like City of the Damned. And they start singing in the background. It's really powerful. You'll love it. You'll love it. And then there was something else with that. Oh, it's not online anymore, I don't think, but I went to a show and somebody was standing right behind me filming the show. It was a small theater in Berkeley. And all you see is this hair like bouncing in the front of, and it's like, I'm like, yes, like moshing. It was awesome. But I think he took it down. Anyway, yes, yes. Right, 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 right. I listened. I really enjoy both of them, and they're very. One's the beginning, one's the end to me. So I hear them as a story, the beginning and the end of the story. So the beginning, it's telling all about this kid and what he's growing up and what he's like and what he's going to do. And then I see them like getting all packed up to say goodbye. And then in this last one, it's that story of okay, I've come back and I tried all this stuff out. It didn't work for me, and I'm coming back. And I like all the different pieces and all the different pieces of the story. Did you know that Trey Cool sings the rock and roll band part? Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right, that's right. Right. I like how they bookend the story because they have something before and after each of them, right? And so I like how they're a bookend. I like how I just like the storytelling in it. I don't know if that was the answer you're looking for, but I really, really, really like both of them. Yeah, yeah. Probably a lot, but probably a lot. Yeah. Oh, you looked it up. No. Mhm. Well, come on. They don't even play those, okay? But they didn't even play their new one, the Father of All, but they didn't even play that. Oh, it's called Father of All. But they didn't play any of it. They did a music video with the kid from Stranger Things, Dustin, the curly head kid. and he's in their music video, and he was cute. I watched it because my kid's obsessed with both things, Green Day and Stranger Things. But no, I agree. There's no other Green Day album would even compare. And I think it's like I feel disloyal saying that, but some of them just were kind of meh. Some of them were. Oh, see, I love that one. I really love that one. I love the very first, not, well, I remember going to the show and we were late because we were stuck in that one way in and out of Shoreline, super annoying. And my ex he wanted a soda. I don't know what he wanted. And I hear them this, sure. He probably wanted to smoke a cigarette, and I was really annoyed about that. But also then I hear that there's a song of the century, that radio, and I'm like, oh my god! And he's like, why are you being so dramatic? I'm like, we're missing it. So we got in a big argument. But I love 21st Century Breakdown because it's that whole story, and then it's like that. I can't remember the words right now, but there's a break in the middle, and it changes the tone, and it's just very exciting and then I love 21 Guns. I love it. You don't like that one, huh? Mm, sure, sure. No, I mean, you make a good point. I did really like that one. I didn't like Rev Rad as much. And then I like, yeah, there's a couple songs I really like, and then a couple that I like from the new one. So, but I always go back to this one. I always go back to American Idiot. Please. And then I don't know if they're on there anymore, but there were a lot of YouTube videos of the performance. Like, and then with him in it. I don't know. I saw it at the Curran, or I saw it at the Orpheum or something around here, but a couple of years ago. Because they have more songs. Because they have more songs. I don't know what joke. I feel like I'm missing a joke here. But then there's like this deluxe edition with extra songs on it. Yeah. Too much too soon. I'm very curious about this Governator song. That's about Arnold, right? Or is that about Gavin? I don't know. No, he's the Gavinator. Yeah. And then now we have the Gavinator. Yes. I disagree. I disagree. Go on. I don't think they're three separate tracks at all. Right? Is he talking about Jesus of Suburbia or uh-huh. Oh, I guess they do kind of mimic. And then She's a Rebel comes like right after another one. I see what you're saying, but oh, okay. Mhm. Same. Mhm. Mhm. See? I think it could be higher as well. How does it compare to other rock operas like a Tommy or was it Quadrophenia? Because no. Okay, okay. Mhm. That's what they compare them to. That's why I'm asking. Well, no, it's not my opinion. That's what they compare it to. Those are the. Mhm. Yeah. See, and that I don't think it's fair. But I don't know if that's list worthy. Yeah. Isn't that late 70s or 90s? 90s, sorry. Hmm. Yeah, because they're poppy and they're almost poppy punk, right? Yeah, no, peppy. I agree. I know you say you just went through like 30 of them. Oh, mm-mm. Yeah. Mhm. I definitely think higher. I don't know that I can put a number, but again, I think it's just such a defining moment for them, for the genre, for music. And it went international. Again, like I had people just this last election, people in Europe are sending me clips from listening to American Idiot. I mean, that's how global this reaches. That it resonates there. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Mhm. Mhm. Oh. And I might take this pause. My friend's almost here. So thank you, thank you, thank you for having me back on the show. Please. Yes, I'll send you some ideas of what I like. Oh yes, let me do that. Okay. Bye.